Or use another example.
That's that's a great example. And you mentioned that it's easy to start a podcast, but it's really hard to keep it going. It's kind of like it's it's fairly easy if you're small, of course, to start a business, but it's really hard to keep it going and going. What do you think? What do you think are the characteristics of that podcaster that keeps that going and going and going?
I think it's the commitment, right? And you see this in life with other people and other things they do, where it's they're always chasing something new, right? And
Mhm.
they're always planting but never harvesting, right? So they're going to spend, a month on TikTok, and that's how they're going to grow their business, and then a month here, a month there, and they're just running around, or they're looking for the next opportunity, right? I saw a joke the other day online that all the crypto experts are now AI experts, right? And they're just jumping from thing to thing. And I don't know, maybe it's just I'm too stubborn, but it's like if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it long enough to get results. Because most of the
Right.
time it's not that it doesn't work, it's that just people give up too soon. So before you start something, make that commitment to yourself and maybe to someone else that if I'm going to start a podcast, I'm going to do 52 episodes. I'm going to do it for a year, right? If I start doing videos, I'm going to do one every Monday, right? And maybe that means that you have 12 in the bank before you even start, right? I can
Mhm.
think of years ago, I used to do a shout out every day for a different podcast, right? I just do a quick little video. And I told myself that I was going to do it for at least 6 months. And I'd gotten a lot booked ahead there. And after about 2 months, we're seeing no reaction to it, right? And the only reason I kept it going 2 months is because I had that many queued up, right? And I was just
Uh-huh.
like, this was a stupid idea. Luckily, I went to a podcasting conference and so many people came up to me and said, "Hey, I love the shout outs that you give to different podcasts and everything. Could you do mine?" Or people would come up, "Hey, thank you so much for doing that." Right? I had to get home because I knew I had like 2 days afterwards that I had stuff queued up for. And after that, I had to start again. But the thing was, is if I would have stopped early, I never would have seen the results from it. Earlier in life, I had a sales job, and my
Uh-huh.
best client ever, I was selling to orthopedic surgeons. Um, he told my manager one time, he said, "I don't know if Tom was the stupidest guy or the most persistent." And my boss like, "Why?" And he's like, "Because he just kept coming around." And after like 9 months, I just felt sorry for him and I threw him a bone. And he's like, "That was like throwing bread to the pigeons to get him to go away." He's like, "After I threw him a bone, he was there for everything." And, it turned out to be a multi-million dollar um, contract each year that I was getting paid commission on. And everybody else worked that account for about 30 days